I just finished a meditation, and it was probably the deepest meditation that I've had in a long time on an emotional level.
Meditation isn't just about clearing your mind. There's a whole world inside of you that most people aren't even aware of. So please stick around and I'll explain to you what's going on in the mind. I also give examples about how successful people like Oprah Winfrey and a few others have implemented meditation into their daily routine. It's no surprise that many successful people practice meditation. To meditate is to become childlike, to become innocent. We observe our thoughts from an objective view. Once your thoughts have left the room, that is where the magic happens. To put it simply, to meditate means to bring awareness to. And you'd be surprised how many people aren't really present or aware in their day-to-day life. There are several different types of meditation. We have mindfulness meditation, which means paying attention to your thoughts. Spiritual meditation, used for religious practices. Focused meditation, being aware of the 5 senses. Movement meditation. I don't know why I did that. So you can meditate when you're walking, going for a jog, washing the dishes, doing the laundry. And then we have transcendental meditation, which, to put simply, is clearing your mind and coming back to the present with a deep focus. When I meditate, I usually do transcendental or mindfulness. For me, I use it mainly for creativity or understanding myself on a deeper level. Meditation isn't a practice that should be taken lightly due to its powerful effects. It can bring up emotions that you buried a long time ago and bring it right back up to the surface.
Before you get into a meditation, acknowledge the fact that it can be rough. A meditation isn't just sitting and clearing your mind, like you're confronted of things that you suppress, and they come up to the surface when you bring full awareness and attention to your inner thoughts. Things that you feel that you put to the side, when you give it your undivided attention, how vulnerable and how naked you feel. It takes a strong person to meditate. It's not for the weak. But if you do feel weak, it can make you stronger.
Meditation can also cause a disconnection from consciousness and your body. This has happened to me, and it's actually a very weird feeling. So it's important when ending a meditation to slowly wiggle your toes, your fingers, and come back to your body, and not just abruptly open your eyes after meditation. You will feel disoriented for a little bit. But what all of these meditation practices have in common is awareness. You're probably thinking, okay, awareness is easy, or that sounds so boring. But it's so much more than that. Something happens mentally and spiritually when you maintain your focus for 10 plus minutes, which you'd be surprised to learn that the average human has an attention span of 8.25 seconds. And I don't know when that was last updated, because now we have TikTok, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was 4 seconds. So if you guys do know about Buddha, then you can skip this part. We have to pay homage to the OG of meditation. So his real name was, here we go, Siddhartha Gautama. Did I say that right? I don't know. He was a prince in Nepal. He gave up his rich lifestyle to live a simple lifestyle with no materialism. He has been said to meditate for 40 days straight. Can you imagine? This is where he reached enlightenment. Oh, by the way, the word Buddha means enlightenment. I thought that Buddha was his name. That's not his name. His name is Siddhartha. Let this helicopter pass. My gosh, whenever I want to say something important, this happens. True enlightenment is nothing but the nature of one's own self being fully realized. The Dalai Lama. According to Stanford University, the goal of Buddhism is to reach nirvana. Nirvana can be attained with elimination of all greed, hatred, and ignorance within a person. Aside from Buddhism, meditation is used for many different reasons. Creativity, intelligence, peace, harmony, emotional regulation, self-discipline, increasing attention span, addictions, sleep improvement, coming up with a plan, mental wellness. It can treat anxiety and depression as well. For me, when I meditate, I do it to find balance when I feel off emotionally, to observe my thoughts from an objective standpoint. I step outside of myself as pure consciousness and rearrange the puzzle that don't seem to fit in my mind. That was beautiful, right? I could be a poet. I could be. I also enjoy meditating for the sake of creativity. When I do have a creative block, I take the time to meditate and empty my mind, and it usually comes to me like magic. Brainwaves. You'd be surprised to know that the average child between ages 1 through 6 lives in a theta state of consciousness. What does that mean? I'm about to blow your mind. There are 5 states of consciousness. I'm only going to discuss 4. We have alpha, beta, theta, and delta. According to healthline.com, gotta use my resources, beta waves. You're wide awake, alert, and focused. You're going about your activities of daily living and making decisions. The waves are produced at a higher speed of 12 to 35 hertz. Alpha waves are produced when you're not focusing too hard on anything in particular. These waves measure between 8 to 12 hertz. Then you have your theta waves. This is when you're lightly sleeping or extremely relaxed. The waves measure between 4 to 8 hertz. And last, your delta waves. This is a deep state of dreamless sleep. These waves are recorded at 0.5 to 4 hertz. So while the theta state of consciousness indicates for adults that we might be taking a light nap or we're deeply relaxed, for a child, this is a level of consciousness that they operate from. Why is this? According to mybrainwire.com, like a conductor directing an orchestra, theta waves orchestrate various cognitive processes such as memory consolidation, creativity, emotional regulation, and imagination. This is crucial for a child's cognitive development, to be in a theta state. No wonder the imagination of a child is so vivid. I remember my imagination was through the roof as a child. Do you remember when you were a child? Do you remember using your imagination and being in worlds that didn't even exist? Did any of you guys have an imaginary friend? I had an imaginary cow that I used to feed when I used to live in the Bronx. Yeah, there's no cows in the Bronx, but I don't know, my mind made up an imaginary cow, and I would pick grass and I would bring grass to my house, to my mom's house, and tell her it's for my imaginary cow. That is the mind of a child. That's the mind of me. I won't offend you guys. Successful people who use meditation. Oprah Winfrey.
So first reason, stress management, and you'll improve your physical health, you'll improve your mental health, you'll improve your emotional well-being.
Life is going to get better if you meditate.
Yeah. But here's the real reason. It opens the door to your spirit, the field of infinite possibilities. It opens the door of your soul, so you lose the fear of death. It opens the door to creativity. We call God the creator because we're connected with the source of creation. And it actually opens up what are called platonic qualities or divine truths or attitudes: kindness, love, compassion, joy, equanimity, profound peace, what in spiritual traditions they say, the peace that passes
all understanding.
Oprah has curated meditation and wellness content for her readers, teamed up with spiritual gurus like Eckhart Tolle, Deepak Chopra for meditation podcasts, retreats, and discussions, and credited meditation with changing her life for the better. If you guys are enjoying this video so far, I would ask if you can please subscribe, like, comment, so that it can help me grow and progress with my YouTube channel. It would mean a lot. Katy Perry. I know, I wouldn't have guessed that I'd put her in my video. In a 2022 interview with The Cut, Perry said the practice profoundly changed her life. I can be too head in the clouds, thinking too much about the future. and it helps me be more present. I've dealt with depression and anxiety in my life, and transcendental meditation is a huge tool. Michael Jordan. As with Kobe Bryant and LeBron James, it seems most of basketball's greats were daily meditators. Michael Jordan reportedly stated to have meditated every morning because it allowed him to avoid distractions and focus on the court. This focus provided him with a flow state that made him virtually unstoppable when charging his opponents with or for the ball. Here's a quick video I'd like you to watch on director David Lynch. He directed the movie Twin Peaks. He's a famous director. He's a lot older now. He swears by transcendental meditation. He made it a part of his daily routine, and he also claims that it has helped him with his creativity in the movie industry.
Anything that is a thing has emerged from this field of unity. It's oneness. The scientists know this exists, but if they wanted to get there, you can't get there. It's unmanifest. You can't walk into this field. But any one of those scientists could practice a technique, transcendental meditation, which, remember, true happiness is not out there. You're given a mantra, and that mantra that you're given, that Maharishi gives, the key that opens the door. The mantra turns the mind within, turns the awareness within, and you naturally dive. Why is it natural? Because each deeper level of mind, at the borderline of intellect, you transcend. Transcend is the key word. It means to go beyond. You're going beyond field of relativity, duality, experiencing oneness. Pure, unbounded, infinite consciousness. Infinite creativity, intelligence, energy, love, power, and bliss. Never had a beginning, it is, and it will be forever.
All of these successful people implement meditation in their daily routine. I meditate, I wouldn't say daily, but when I do meditate, it is definitely worth it every single time. There's never a dull moment. Meditation doesn't sound appealing to the average person who doesn't meditate. Before I started meditating, I thought it was silly and pointless. Once I got into the habit of meditating, I've learned so much about myself. And when you learn about yourself, that's when everything starts to shift. It's very easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of work, responsibilities, chores, entertainment. But when you practice meditation and you bring awareness to the present moment, life is a lot more magical. You notice things. You feel things more intensely. I have meditated and have had visions of my future. I'm not lying to you when I say I have lived out those visions, including where I live right now. It's crazy. Meditation is such a powerful tool. When you're in a deep state of consciousness and your focus is exactly on whatever it is you're focusing on, man, there's some magic in here. I'm telling you, like, it's not just about deep breath. You know, that's a part of it, but meditating is so much more than that. If you're like me and you're interested in meditating for creativity, my advice to you is to sit down. I wouldn't do a guided meditation for tapping into your creativity. I would sit down, play some light music in the background, maybe some ambient music. Just go on YouTube and type that in, and allow your mind to wander. First, you're going to notice how loud your thoughts are, and it's going to be one after another after another. Let your thoughts do its thing, but then eventually get to a place where you dismiss those thoughts, where it's just you and consciousness, pure consciousness. Once you get to that state, then you can start thinking on a productive level, and you'll be surprised of the thoughts that come to you for your creativity. I hope this video was helpful to you, and I hope that you try meditating, especially for the year 2024. This year's gonna be different, right guys? Right? I hope so. I hope it's a great year for you. I wish you success. I wish you happiness. I wish you joy, peace, harmony, and that you attain the goals that you desire. Also, comment down below if you have practiced meditation, what you got out of it. If you're going to meditate, what do you expect to get out of it? Come back, comment. I love to talk. I enjoy talking with you guys. I really do. You guys have a good rest of your day, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Hey, this is post-video production of my meditating video. You know, we don't see what happens after people get off of a video, or we don't see what happens before we get on a video. Look at this, I'm breaking out. I had to like cover myself in makeup. But yeah, you don't see what goes on before, you don't see what goes on after. Today, I didn't feel like doing a YouTube video. Alexa, stop. So yeah, I didn't feel like doing a YouTube video, and you know what? There's nothing that can really be done about that. I don't have time this week, so I had to muster up whatever energy I had to make this YouTube video. Today, I felt like crap. I feel like crap. And if you're a girl, I'm about to get my menstrual cycle. You can see Jupiter right on my forehead. But for those of you who want to do a YouTube channel and you feel like that kind of gets in the way, like you know you want to do a video, but you just feel off, you have to push through. Today was one of those days where I didn't want to do it, and guess what? I pushed through. I'm hoping it doesn't reflect the views that I get. It might, who knows? But I tried, and I'm gonna keep trying. So what happens after post video? Well, I get comfortable, I take my makeup off, I get my camera, and I start editing immediately, just so I can get into the flow. And believe it or not, I do enjoy editing. So what I do is audio synchronization. I edit in Final Cut Pro. Everything is almost done uploading completely. I use my mic, I meditate, I record on my mic, and I take that media and bring it into Final Cut. And what's basically gonna happen is I'm going to be cutting audio with clips. So you see that gap right there? I basically have to get rid of the gaps so that this video flows smoothly. Audio synchronization is what it's called. If you want good audio, this is what you gotta do. And editing, it takes a while. I would say for me, editing can go between 7 to 8 hours. A little more if I really pay a lot of attention to detail. But yeah, 7 to 8 hours of editing, and I do it when I can. That's why once I'm done recording, I get straight to it, because I work, and I have a lot of other things that I need to take care of. But yeah, that's the process. Maybe I can do a video on just the creative process overall, like how I generate an idea, how I script, the whole process. That'll be a pretty cool video. Anyways, yeah. This is me today. Thank you guys for dropping by. If you have been watching this far, you guys are awesome. I hope I inspired you to get started, and even if you feel discouraged, to continue. We all get discouraged. I get discouraged. So yeah, we're not perfect. All right, you guys be great, create, and I will see you guys in another video.